friends, Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com, Valentine's night. Your boy riding solo today. It is about 9 p.m. A little hungry, something going on here. But I had a request on Twitter. So if you're looking to request a recipe, check me on Twitter at Obzokee, Obzokee. Send me a tweet and I'll get to your recipe. There was a request for coconut curry shrimp. So that is what I'm doing tonight. Your boy's going to enjoy himself by himself. You know what I mean? You gotta love yourself before you can love anybody, you know. So let's get cooking. The very first thing we've got to do is season the shrimp, and I've got my shrimp here already peeled and deveined. These are 61.70, which means there's between 61 and 70 per pound, so they're relatively small. In the Caribbean, we usually say the smaller the shrimp, the sweeter it is. We've got that shrimp there already cleaned and deveined. If you don't know how to clean and devein shrimp, if you head over to my secondary channel at Food FAQs, there is a video on there showing you how to do that. First thing, we're going to go in with some salt, black pepper, and if you have Caribbean green seasoning already made, you would go in with a tablespoon of that, stir it around, and allow it to marinate. In my case, I'm using all fresh herbs, so I've got here some parsley, some scallions, a couple scallions that I chopped up there, and I've got a couple bird's eye pepper. I like my curry shrimp to be spicy. You can certainly tone it down if you want. And these are the bird's eye pepper, or bird pepper as we know them in the Caribbean. If you have habanero or scotch bonnet or whatever pepper you like using, you can certainly do that, I guess. I've got here some fresh thyme. I'm just going to go in with that thyme in there. Just be mindful, I'm using the stem and everything. If you want, you can remove the leaves and just go in with the leaves, but I find there's a lot of flavor in the stems. Be mindful that when you are serving it, to remove those so people don't get caught in their throat and stuff like that. The last thing you need is somebody choking on this coconut curry shrimp. Final ingredient I'm going to go in there in the marinade with is some small tomatoes that I have, and you can use one medium-sized tomato, that is fine. Just going to cut it up, and you're probably wondering, tomato curry? The acid in this tomato is going to help bring everything together. Trust me, it's going to balance off nicely. Stir that. We want to really stir that up and allow that to marinate for about 10-15 minutes or so. I have a nice wide pan here on a medium heat, couple tablespoons of vegetable oil, and I'm going to go in with one sliced shallot. If you want to use onion, that is cool. Just a small onion would suffice. And I have here some crushed garlic. And I like my curry to have a fair amount of garlic. Just going to move that around. I'm going to turn my heat down at this point because I don't want the garlic to burn. I just really want it to flavor the sort of oil to have that lovely base for this wicked curry. For a little additional flavor, and I said I like my curry spicy, I'm going to go in with a couple more of these bird's eye chili, and I'm just going to leave them whole. I can't believe I just call it the chili. Caribbean, we say pepper, you know. I'm just going to let that go there for about 2 minutes or so on that low heat. With the heat still on low, I'm going to go in with my curry powder now, and you will use your favorite curry powder. I love the stuff coming out of the Caribbean, especially the Madras sort of blend. Toast that for 2 minutes. Here's where we're going to turn the heat back up now to medium. The curry is going to go a bit darker, it's going to go grainy, and your whole kitchen is going to have that wicked scent of a good curry. This is where we're going to go in now with the seasoned and marinated shrimp. Just allow everything to go in there, that's cool. Just quickly move it around in that curry to sort of pick up all those flavors from the bottom of the pan. Now, we did say this is going to be a coconut curry shrimp, and I do not want to overcook the shrimp. It's been going now for about 3 minutes. It's about 3/4 of the way cooked. What I'm going to do at this point is remove all of them from the pot because I don't want to overcook them. They will go rubbery by the time we add that coconut milk in there and bring that up to a boil. That's the last thing we want, is to serve rubbery shrimp. Now here's the thing, guys, you can do this recipe full gluten-free if you so desire. Just do check the ingredient list on your curry powder, because there are times when they add flour as a filler to curry powder. Be mindful of that. I'm gonna go in with some coconut milk now. Turn my heat up because I want to bring that up to a quick boil. I'm just gonna scrape the bottom of that pan just to waken up all that curry goodness on the bottom there. Bring that up to a boil and let that reduce by about half. It took about 4 or 5 minutes or so for this to reduce down, and it's going to be nice and creamy and rich from that coconut milk and that sort of curry base that we have there. Here's where we're going to go back in with the curried shrimp, the shrimp that we did earlier there. Just going to move that around into the coconut sauce and let that go until the shrimp is cooked through now, because remember we only went 3/4 of the way through, so it'll probably take another minute or two to cook all the way through. If you want, you can turn the stove off after a minute and a half and allow the residual heat to cook the shrimp through. Remember, we're trying not to get a rubbery shrimp. Guys, so there you go. Coconut curry shrimp. You're going to say I have a lot of gravy on the bottom here. That's because I'm eating this with some boiled rice. So I need my gravy, you know, gravy on top of the rice. The last thing I like to go in with, and that's the Trini in me. That Trinbagonian people, they love a shado beni. That is some shado beni I have there. If you don't have shado beni or you don't know what it is, it's also called culantro. If you don't have that, you can use cilantro. Let's chop it up, finish it off. Coconut curry shrimp. Hey, smelling good in here. Chris at CaribbeanPot.com, guys. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen. Remember to hit me on Twitter if you want to see me do a recipe. Have a great day.